Good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and our live coverage of the Mars. Oh, that's misspelled. Of the Mars Summer Street Stock Series, round number 6, Hickory Motor Speedway. Full house, 24 drivers checked in for this evening's event. Time's pretty close at the top of the board, about a tenth of a second between first and 10th on this. As always, the 91 car seems to find his way to the top of the speed chart, and Dylan Connor doing that once again. Want to welcome everybody to the chat. I see Mr. Bill, as always. Yeah, warm is an understatement. It is absolutely brutal for the next 3 or 4 days before we catch a cool down. And, of course, this is a week for all outside work, and it is just horrific right now. Can't keep enough water around to keep everybody hydrated, so it has been tough today. I hope tomorrow's better. Guys are going to get ready for qualifying here. I'm going to take a quick look at our points. And as expected, Mr. Joey Kana, 4 markers ahead of Adam Vinny. Vinny's win 2 weeks ago really boosted him in the points. It moved him within 4 points of first place. So last 3 races of the season, a lot still on the line. Casey Wynn, 21 markers behind first. He's in third. Daniel Hennessy, also that same distance. He and Wynn tied for technically fourth. And then Marvin Turnmeyer, he's about 31 points back. He stays inside the top 5. Knowles, Humphrey, Pierce, John Shemensky, and Dylan Delaney are the top 10 overall in these street stock points. Hello, Randy. See you in the chat. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. This is what makes it fun. When you guys get lively in the chat, we can go back and forth, have a good time. Mr. Church a little early this evening. I'm glad to see that. We kind of missed you the last couple of shows. Oh. A lot going on right now with different series coming near the end of their seasons and some decisions being made. So we're not sure how everything is going to shake out here. Got about 4 weeks left overall, and we'll see if this partnership, this Monday sharing thing continues, or if these guys go back to their Sunday night slot, which wouldn't bother me much, at least not for the fall. Early, oh yeah, going, all right. I gotcha. 7:30 in the evening or 7:30 in the morning? Because 7:30 in the evening, that's terrible. Who makes somebody work that late? You must have a horrible boss. All right, qualifying. I'm about to roll out. We're going to try to watch as many of these guys as we can. Well, he talked to me about it today. We were going to keep the Monday deal going, but we'll just have to see. Right now, the last winner in the series, rolling that 64 machine out. A couple of other drivers already on track. We're going to go around here. Justin Crabtree. Joey Connor is out here. Almost everybody has rolled on to the racing surface. That self-employed thing's really not working out for you very good, is it, Mr. Church? Trust me, I got the same problems, man. My boss is a jerk, too. He lets me off to come do these, though, because he really enjoys me doing them. So, Andrew Humphrey, 1550, quick time right now. Let's see where 64 of Adam Vinny times in. And Adam Vinny going to go 5th quick, 1555. Joey Connor to the top of the board, 1543. Not a surprise at all right there. Oh, is Reed Rundle rolling out? Yes, he is. Let's go see Dylan Delaney. Delaney already on the clock. Dylan Delaney. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. So Delaney across the stripe, sixth quick, 15.5 and 7. And Rundle about to go through 3 and 4. We'll see what he can do on his first lap. This is a very slick track. I was watching the guys in practice. Nearly everybody was drifting a little bit. Rundle goes second quick. 4 100ths off of Connor's time. Can he pick that 4 100ths up right here out of turn 4? Car slid just a little. He slows it down, 15.57. So Marvin Turnmeyer in the 16, the only car that hasn't taken time. Chris Griffin, Jeff Brunner, James Monroe, 21, 22, and 23 on the speed chart. So that is how we're going to line them up for our heat races here in just a little bit. Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to rehydrate. I think I sweat about 14 gallons today. I went through 3 shirts today. That's not a record, but it got to come out of the dugout, that's for sure. So it looks like Marvin Turnmeyer probably not going to take time. Not sure why. But 23 of our 24 drivers took time. And field is separated by about a half a second. So starting a lineup for heat number 1 as they grid them out here at the end of the front stretch. It's going to be the 29 of Justin Crabtree on the pole with Dylan Delaney in that 60 car on his outside. You'll see the 89 of Nick Baker. He rolls off from position number 3. And then your quick qualifier for the evening and your points leader in the series, starting in the 4th position, the 91 of Joey Connor. John Brown, the 46, row 3 to the inside, next to the 52 of Colin Penn. And your final row for the first heat tonight, that's going to be the 24 of Stephen Pierce. And he'll have on his outside the 164 of Jeff Brunner. Heat 1, engine fired, cars rolling. They'll take them around a couple of times here. We'll turn them loose at the end of the next lap. Are all the girls here tonight too? I haven't seen Mindy and I have not seen Barbara yet. Who's over on Twitch watching? Say hi in the chat for me. We got a bunch of our YouTubers. No Twitch and no Facebook just yet. I have a feeling the Scotty might pop in, old tiny dancer. Pace car's getting out of the way. We are about to go green. Heat number 1 underway. Crabtree trying to keep the 29 locked in on that yellow line at the bottom. He'll scoot away from Dylan Delaney. Now Connor working the high side next to Baker. That'll be a battle for the 3rd spot. Going to be a little door-to-door contact. Everybody behind is going to check up. Looks like Brunner is going to get turned around off the nose of the 24 machine. Not really much that Pierce could do with that. Brunner checked up for the contact in front of him. And I'm sure that the view was blocked a little bit for the 24. 52 of Colin Penn hanging on the outside. He is going to grab the 5th spot away from Pierce. It's a pretty good gap back to Jeff Brunner there. And then it's a long ways back to John. John going to have to go to the LCQ. We're going to send 6 cars home tonight. Only have 18 for the feature. A little slip out of the 29. Ooh, he got enough to got tire smoke out of it. And now Pierce and Connor battling for 2nd. Oh, we'll see. Well, we can't do that. We'll see who can prevail. Looks like the top side has a little going on right now, and it looked like Connor tried to run him a little wider. They're going to go for the lead. Dylan Delaney up on the high side. He's got the leader side by side now. So Carby trying to hold on, and he's going to lose the lead right there. Delaney led with 5 to go. Caution is John Brunner. I think it. No, we're not. That can't be right. This could be right. Oh, a little contact there. Yeah. That's why we get a caution. That contact between Baker and Joey Connor. A couple of guys racing hard for the same piece of real estate. Made a slight bit of contact. And around went Baker. At least he didn't hit anything and no one hit him. But Nick Baker's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have to go through the LCQ, it looks like. That means he is going to probably have to finish in the top. If we're taking 18, maybe top 6 to make it in. I'll check that between races real quick here. We're going to go around at least one more time because the lights did not go out on the safety vehicle right there. Delaney, Carby, Connor, Penn. That's the top 4. Pierce, Brunner, Baker, and Brunner. Jeff Brunner in 6th and John Brunner in 7th. Baker's going to fall back to that 8th spot. This time the lights go off. They'll double up. 2-lap shootout. See if 29 has anything to go back after the 60 or try to hold off that inside line for these last 2 laps here.
Green flag.
And the green flag back in the air. Connor, man, he gets good lunges. He got right into the back of Delaney. Pushed him down the front stretch. The battle's going to be for second right now. We'll go through 3 and 4. Delaney will get to the white flag first. 2 wide, 2 deep behind that. Connor and Carby, Penn and Pierce. Starting positions so important when it comes feature time. Especially with it being a 35-lap feature. But we're coming out of 4 checks. For the first heat race, Delaney gets it. Connor second, Carby third, Pierce fourth. They'll take all of the transfer spots. And then Penn, Brunner, and Baker. And we're going to see a pretty big LCQ. So, we're going to get ready. We're going to look at the starting lineup for the second heat. It'll be the 91 of Nathan Hale on the pole. Only been in the series for about 3 races and doing pretty well for himself at this point already. Austin DeMore, the 7 car, will start on his outside, and you'll see the second row to the inside, the 21 of Garrett Boyd. And next to him, Lumber Dude Jackwagon, the 43 of Reed Rundle. Andrew Sherminsky in the 53. He was very quick in the practice session. He'll start P5 for Heat 2, and then Josh Westendorf in the 92 car will be on his outside. And your final row for the second heat, Chris Albee, the 13 inside, James Monroe in the 17 on the outside. The old American flag going on that 91 car. There's a lot of controversy right here around me about kids going to the high schools and displaying big, giant American flags off of their vehicles. And the school district is having a meltdown. And so that just ramped up the kids. It started with 1, and now there's about 101 that are doing it. And I think it's fantastic. At least these kids are on the right side of things this time. So far, so good. That's what the man said when he fell out of a multi-story window in a hotel building, too, though. Every floor he passed, he said. So far, so good. So we'll just see. Green flag in the air. Heat 2 underway. Hale is going to grab the lead. DeMoore's going to have company. He's going to have the nose of the 21 of Garrett Boyd, who was inside, and Reed Rundle putting all kind of pressure onto the back bumper. And now Rundle ducks to the inside behind the 21. Contact. Cars keep going. Slowed Boyd down. Opened the door. Here comes Rundle. Boyd trapped on the high side trying to get down. The 53 was already there. Now Boyd will clear. Rundle with a wiggle. Boyd's going to go right back after him to the inside in 3 and 4. Hale seeing all this in the rearview mirror, and he is just going to cruise. Trying to hang on out front now. Rundle able to secure the second spot. Boyd into third. Sheminsky up to fourth, and here comes Westendorf around DeMoore as well, and he's got fifth looking for more. Chris Alvey, 13 car, already to the infield. Don't know what happened to him. Don't see anything on my live report, so maybe the car just didn't feel right to him. Westendorf now starting to lose ground, but Nathan Hale's got company. He's got the 43 and the 21. Pretty much all over him. We're coming around to 2 to go right here. Ooh, Rundle way out of shape. Man, what a piece of driving right there just to keep second. Boyd now. Thought he was going to go crossover right there. He did not. We're going to come around to white flag this time. Hale, Rundle, Boyd, and Andrew Sheminsky are the top 4. Doesn't look like the battle is over here just yet. Hale going to win heat 2. He'll take Rundle, Boyd, and Sheminsky to the A main with him. Westendorf, Monroe, DeMoore, and Alvey will have LCQ duties here in just a couple of races. Cars getting ready to start gridding out for the final heat race. Be the 5 of Casey Wynn on the pole, and John Sheminsky in the 99 will have his outside. Number 2 to limousine, the 64 of Adam Vinny, last winner in the series. He'll start position number 3 for this final heat, and he'll have the 31 of Andrew Humphrey on his outside. And then we'll see the third row with 15 of Matt Knowles inside and the 37 of Dan LaHennessy on the outside. In your final row for the final heat, the 12 of Chris Griffin inside and Marvin Turnmeyer in that 16 on the outside. Casey Wynn, the 05 car. He's been close to the front so many times. I think he has a win early in the season. Second race of the season, possibly. Third race of the season. Should be an exciting one to close things out for heat racing tonight. Oh, my.
Green flag.
Green flag coming out. Wynn got a pretty good start, got through the gears quickly. It looks like Vinny is going to get off the bottom of 2, and he's going to try to grab second as they enter 3 and 4 down here. Sheminsky fighting hard off the top side. Not giving up that easy. Car spinning behind. I think that is Matt Knowles. Oh, yeah, got a little loose, LaHennessy got loose and got into the door. Spins him out, so maybe just a little bit of right front damage on the 15 car. Yeah, it's going to be on the left front, looks like. And the right front as well, so probably get that fixed between races. He'll probably be able to continue. If he can get back up here and get himself in a position to get into tonight's A main. You get knocked to the back of your heat race, man. You got to go anywhere from about mid-pack back in that LCQ. It gets really, really dicey. Wynn, Vinny, Sheminsky, and Humphrey are the top 4 right now. Hennessy, Knowles, and Turnmeyer, then Griffin, rounding out our 8-car field. All eyes on the safety car. If he's going to leave us, and he is not, should get it next time. 1 to go. Don't forget 2 shows tonight, guys. These guys are going to finish up heat races, have their LCQ, and get to their feature. When they are finished, we'll take a short break. And then Monday Night Thunder rolls on. Camus Racing Simulators Big Block Modified Series presented by Dirt Slingers Racing League. Are they going to round number 12 tonight?
Green, green, green.
And a green flag once again. Still 6 laps to go. Adam Vinny fighting hard on the outside. Wynn spun the left rear tire just a little bit, slowed himself down. Can Vinny capitalize out of turn number 4, get the big run and grab the lead? He had it at the line. Just can't quite clear that 05 car. Still a hard battle. Vinny still has the lead, needs about a quarter car to clear the 05. Can he get him down the backstretch? Got enough room if he moves to the bottom. Oh, and he made Wynn check hard, and Wynn almost got completely out of shape. With 3 to go, Vinny now has the lead. Wynn second. Caution behind this 37 car. He and Knowles are getting at it. Got down in. Got on throttle a little early. Self-spin. No damage. Just tires. Just on the racing slicks, and they'll have a couple flat spots, and he'll finish the last couple of laps before he gets a new shoes on it. But Adam Vinny took the lead on the outside on that restart. Took him a couple of laps to do it. So Vinny wins. Sheminsky and Humphrey now have the lock-in spots. Just waiting for the lights to go off on the pace vehicle, and they don't do it this time. They will next time. All right, pace car. No, he is still going around. Guys are doubled up, but the pace car still has the lights on. Now they go off. So a 2-lap shootout to finish this heat race. Can Adam Vinny fight off the top side again and keep the lead? As the control car
Green, green, green.
did not get as good a start this time. Does fight back on the high side. Going to pull alongside. Half a car, quarter car. Separating he and Casey Wynn. This time, white flag. Adam Vinny, if he's going to hang on to the win in the heat race, going to have to pedal hard right here out of 2. Got it by half a car, down into 3 and 4. Wynn dives it in hard. Gets on the binders, out of 4. Adam Vinny's going to hang on. Wynn second, Sheminsky third, Humphrey. Final transfer. Turnmeyer, Knowles, Hennessy, and Griffin. We'll see you guys back out here in just a couple of minutes. So I'm thinking the top 5, maybe. No, it had to have been the top 4. Yeah, Turnmeyer's in there. All right. All right, LCQ time, top 6. Moving on, everybody else going home. So we're going to split the field in half. Colin Penn and Josh Westendorf off the front row for this thing. Then Turnmeyer and Jeff Brunner, row 2. James Monroe and Matt Knowles in the third row. Nick Baker, Austin DeMore make up row 4. Row 5 is LaHennessy and John Brunner. And the back row, well, that's Chris Alvey and Chris Griffin. So Chris and Chris on the tail. Why does it keep coming off of there? Top 6 will join the other 12. Lap shootout, 6 spots, all that's up for grabs. Then we're going to get down to it. 35 laps for the feature tonight. Got some drivers that have some work cut out for them tonight. DeMore and LaHennessy being 2 of them. Matt Knowles also. Green flag for the LCQ. Caution's coming out behind, I think. Yeah, here we go. I saw Baker and LaHennessy getting a little touchy-feely down here in turn 1. Oh, it started right in front of them. Those are the 2 that are going to end up backwards for it. It actually started with James Monroe and maybe Jeff Brunner. I'm not sure if that's who that was on the outside. Could have been Westendorf. I think he was a little further ahead than that, though. So I know the car was white, but I didn't catch the number on the door. So LaHennessy, Baker, and Monroe all going to go to the back. Right now, Penn, Westendorf, Turnmeyer, Jeff Brunner, Austin DeMore, John Brunner are the 6 transfer cars. Still going to have 8 laps, maybe 7. 7 laps to go. That was quick. A couple of laps there. I think it's going to be 8 to go because I think they were just working the second lap right there. I think that number's going to change for us, guys. Going to watch, see if the lights go off on that pace vehicle, and they do. All right, Penn going to try to get us restarted.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag back in the air. All 12 drivers still on the track. A little bumping and grinding going through 1 and 2. A couple cars got out of shape. One of them being the car out at the front. I saw that rear end kind of step to the side right there. There's a big wreck behind. I think you're going to see the 164 of Jeff Brunner get turned in here. Oh, he got himself kind of turned. I thought the 13 had him jacked up in the air, but he just kind of spun himself a little bit right there. I said at the outset, this track is very tricky. It's pretty slick, and it's a little bumpy. You get on the throttle at the wrong time or too much at the wrong time, car's probably going to come around on you. It's a tricky track, only 35 laps, guys. Somebody pick a number for cautions. See how close we get. Couple more pace laps. We'll tell you about the week. 2 shows tonight. 1 show tomorrow. We're not sure about the Wednesday show yet. No confirmation. And then 2 shows on Thursday for the week. And then the big holiday. Everybody's off next week on Monday night. Be no racing next Monday night, folks. Everybody enjoy Labor Day. All of us blue-collar folks. That's our holiday. Looks like we're ready to get back after it.
Green, green, green.
Ooh, you thinking 35 laps we're going to have 8 cautions? Woo, Bill. A lot of bent sheet metal happening tonight in Bill's world. Penn, Westendorf, Turnmeyer, 1, 2, 3. DeMore is 4th. John Brunner hanging on to 5th. And Chris Griffin is 6th. That is a madhouse behind him. Alvey's in there. Here comes Nick Baker. Nick Baker down on the flat. Going to try to run the flat all the way through 1 and 2. He's got to pass a couple of these guys just to have a shot to pick up. Oh, Alvey's going to slide it. Going to go around. Baker goes up the hill. He gets Knowles. That is just simply... That was just simply wrong place, wrong time for Matt Knowles. Alvey and then Baker moved up just a little bit. He got into Knowles. Alvey's car is killed. Knowles just got turned around backwards. Or did you mean 8 cautions in this race, Bill? Oh, yeah, 13 car. Left front tire not even rolling on that car. It is pushed so far in and back. Well, you know, these little bull rings, you get this. Some of the best ever wheel stock cars came right here from this speedway. Cut their teeth on this tiny high bank little bull ring. I know the second show tonight is a pretty good track. Boys are headed to Port Royal for the big block show tonight. Everybody's still on track except Chris Alvey. Alvey's car heavily damaged. I'm pretty sure he is done for the night. Left front suspension was pushed so far in and back that it was locking the tire up on the firewall when he was rolling into the pits. But we're going to get a restart with about 5.
Green flag, green flag.
Back to the green flag, and this time Turnmeyer trying to make that outside work on Colin Penn. And Marvin Turnmeyer may have something going here on the high side. Oh, door-to-door action. Both drivers going to hang on. Penn moved him up the hill, and he's going to try to clear. He'll do so right there, but Turnmeyer gets a good run down the hill. Now goes to the inside in 3 and 4. Will he return the favor and move Colin Penn? He does not. Penn has the advantage with 3 to go. DeMore is in a battle. Caution is going to come out again. James Monroe, the 17 car, is going to have all kinds of problems. He's 3 wide down the backstretch. This is never going to happen. And be safe. Oh, everybody's in this one. Knowles, Hennessy, Baker. Jeff Brunner got in, so a 5-car deal. And that is going to shake some things up. Penn, Turnmeyer, DeMoore, Westendorf, Griffin, and John Brunner are our top 6 right now. So if this thing ended right here where it's at, that would be your transfer cars. Everybody else would be done for the night. But Matt Knowles and Dan Hennessy are lining up in right behind that. Where is Nick Baker? Nick Baker, where'd you go, buddy? Nick Baker is catching up to the field. He is going to start about 10th in this deal. James Monroe, they took that car in. The car heavily damaged on the right front. So I don't know if he has got some suspension issues, but he may be finished for this evening as well. Cody Terry on Facebook. Finally, we get a Facebooker. And y'all are just so lucky that you can't see that face. I have in person. And Halloween's got to be his favorite time of year. That's all I'm going to say about it. All right, we'll get them lined back up 2 by 2. We're going to go one more lap. One more lap behind the safety car. Did you get all your dirt, Mr. Terry? I saw you trying to get some the other day. All right, this time we'll get the lights off on the pace car. Ten of our 12 still on the track, still with a shot here. Couple of laps. We may see another caution, but couple of laps. Penn has had to fight off Turnmeyer. He had to fight off Westendorf.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
the green flag out one more time. Pushing and shoving from about 5th on back. If you're John Brunner, you got to do a little pushing because you got to get some of these guys to clear so you can have some open space so you can try to hang on to what you got. White flag coming out this time. Penn is in front. We're watching the final transfer spot. Brunner and Griffin are side by side. Contact in the middle of 1 and 2. Contact at the exit of 2. Penn, Turnmeyer, DeMoore, and Westendorf are going through to the A main. Who's going to get the last 2 spots? Not going to be Hennessy. It's going to be Brunner and Griffin. So, Knowles, Baker, Brunner, Hennessy, Monroe, and Alvey are all done for the night. John Brunner and Chris Griffin nabbed the last 2 transfer spots out of the LCQ. And our 18 cars are set for 35 laps. Sounds to me like he got taken to the cleaners. Couple of minutes of warm-up time. If you're going to get your pick in, now is the time to do it for cautions in our A main. Everybody that watches knows my number. It's always the same. I hope we don't have that many. It's only 35 laps. But 7 is my number. Lucky number 7. We've yet to hit number 7, but I think when the girls won the prize packs, that was 6. Six. Uh-oh, here we go. Somebody trying to get right in there under again. I know Bill said he had 8. So 6, 7, and 8 are covered. It's 35 laps, guys. Yeah, it's 18 cars, but it's 35 laps. Uh-oh, Bill's hedging. Bill's hedging it, boy, guys. I'm telling you what. Does anybody want to pick the winner before we get started? I haven't even seen the lineup yet. I'll pick like third or fourth. When I see 3 or 4 names come out, I'll go and pick after I see that many. Once a driver's gone, you can't pick the same driver. So, just a couple of minutes in the warm-up session. Way to go, Sherlock. Okay, there's one for Delaney. I know somebody over at Victory Vinnyville is going to pick Adam Vinny to win this thing. I'm going to wait. Only got a minute and a half, guys. Need a couple of more picks in here. Okay, there we go. Cody picked Adam. That's 2. Delaney's already gone, Dennis. Michael picked him. Nobody's picked Casey Wynn. Nobody's picked Joey Connor. I mean, Joey Connor's only lost 1 race all year long, guys. Nobody picked Reed Rundle. Still plenty of cars out there. There we go. There's Ron picking Chris Griffin. I'm telling you what, I'm pretty partial to the 31 car just because I like that car, and he was really good in practice. He was really good in his heat race. So I'm going to go with Andrew Humphrey. Yeah, nobody can pick Pete Dillon either. Disappointed in you, Mr. Dillon, I have to say. Okay, there Bill's picking Reed. All right. We'll see if we might have a hat or something over here we can give away tonight. We'll see who wins it. Once we roll off the grid, no more picks. And I have the chat to go back to. So, you know what, we're gonna put it on here. As soon as those cars roll off. As soon as they roll off here, guys. All right, let's grid them up. It's going to be the 21 of Garrett Boyd on the pole and the 29 of Justin Carby on his outside. Casey Wynn, the 05, row 2 to the inside, and Reed Runnell, the 43, on the outside of that row. Joey Connor is going to start P5 next to Adam Vinny in the 64. Your 4th row will have the 91 of Nathan Hale and the 60 of Dylan Delaney in it. Back to row number 5, the 99, John Cheminsky inside. Chris Pierce, Stephen Pierce, the 24 outside, and then Andrew Cheminsky in the 53, starting position number 11 next to Andrew Humphrey. Our final 3 rows look like this. Colin Penn, the 52, out of the LCQ. He starts on the inside of that row next to Marvin Turnmeyer in the 16, the 7 of Austin DeMore, and the 92 of Josh Westendorf in row number 8. And the 9th and final row will be John Brunner and Chris Griffin. So they have rolled off. I should have a mark. And all 3 platforms are marked. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. 35 laps from Hickory Motor Speedway for the Mars Summer Street Stock Series round number 6. Battle first 2 rows. P5 looks like it is settled. That's going to be Nathan Hale taking advantage there. But Delaney may be fighting back on the top side. They're too wide all the way around this joint. Wynn and Rundle trying to get it. Here comes Joey Connor. He's going to be working the bottom. Casey Wynn, good pace, 1580s. End of a lap number 3. Wynn, Rundle, and Connor, 1, 2, 3. Adam Vinny working the high side around Connor now. He's trying to take the podium spot away. 15:56, pace picked up on lap number 3 a little bit. Watching the battle. Connor, oh, that's a terrible camera angle. Don't use that one again. Connor and Vinny. And Connor now has the spot. Nathan Hale up to 5th. The battle is back here, 6, 7. That's Dylan Delaney and Garrett Boyd side by side. The 21 of Boyd on the inside. Delaney using that high side. Now Reed Rundle surges ahead out of turn 4. He'll grab the lead. Casey Wynn on the bottom, and it looks like the outside is finally starting to give a little bit of speed. Joey Connor now working the high side. Half a car, 3/4 of a car getting into 3 and 4. Adam Vinny right there, just waiting, looking for the opening. Garrett Boyd went after 5th on Nathan Hale, and I saw that car get sideways. I could read the number on the driver's side door from up here on the outside of the front stretch. He was so sideways. Adam Vinny completes the pass. It'll be Arundel, Connor, Vinny, 1, 2, 3. Wynn off the bottom, and he is just working the right rear. Car sliding at the exit of every corner. He's going to have a hard time hanging on to 4th. As Boyd may go to the outside. He gets moved up there by Stephen Pierce, who's on a hard charge right now. Pierce in 5th, started 10th. Andrew Humphrey, I saw the 31 get a little sideways. He lets Turnmeyer have the high side. 3 Fords, nose to tail right there. 10th, 11th, and 12th. At the front, top 3 have broken away a little and equalized. Casey Wynn in a good window. Safe for the moment in 4th. Pierce cleared Boyd. Boyd now has company with Delaney right behind. Looks like that's going to equalize out. Reed Arundel starting to get away from Joey Connor and Adam Vinny. And I felt like that was going to be a battle that was going to heat up for a second. Vinny flies the car down the bottom of 3 and 4. He got the position, but he could not hang on to it as Connor just had too much momentum, and I think Vinny had to wait for the car to land before he could get back in the throttle, and it cost him about 4 car lengths. Here comes a battle. Stephen Pierce. And Pierce up to the 4th spot. He got a round win, and I thought for a second Boyd was going to get there. And then the caution came out, slowed everything down for the 12th car. Chris Griffin. Just loses the back end and then gets pummeled. Carby got him. Carby really didn't have anywhere to go. I saw parts. Yeah. Nose parts. Scooching down the racetrack. So 12 car now. With some more damage. We're already creeping in on halfway. We're about one lap shy of halfway. Reed Rundle took the lead on the outside around Casey Wynn, and then Wynn looked like he dropped the anchor. He went all the way back to 5th or 6th and is now back up to 5th. Rundle, Connor, Vinny, 1, 2, 3. Pierce, Wynn, Boyd, Delaney, John Sheminsky, Hale, and Turnmeyer. Biggest mover right now, 24 car. Pierce. Making it look pretty easy. He's picked up 6 spots. I do not think you are going to see Mr. Rundle go to the inside for the restart. I think he'll keep the high side. When we drop the green flag, we'll be at halfway. Everybody tightening up.
Green flag, green flag.
And Reed Rundle, who is not known for his fabulous restarts, is going to have to work hard on the outside right here to keep Connor behind him. And Connor had a pretty good advantage till the car slid coming up out of 2. Rundle going to have to get on his horse once again. Get the car down into 1 and 2. He's going to have to try to drive hard off the exit. Connor with another slip. High side seems to be where it's at right now. Ooh, almost contact again. This time Rundle has the room. He'll clear Connor. Here comes Pierce as we have caution again for, I think, Westendorf. That's DeMore on his outside. Yeah, just another too much gas too soon. He almost caught it when he tried to correct it. Spun it back the other way. So caution number 2. We have just crossed under the halfway mark. And once again, Rundle will have to probably take the outside and then fight like crazy for the first couple of laps to try to get clearance on Connor. Couple more pace laps. Christopher Griffin still out here. He's a couple of laps down after that incident. Had to go in and get the car fixed. But he is the only car not on the lead lap. So we should start doubling them back up. Hello, Mindy. Maybe next time by for the double up. Better watch out now. Here comes the 24 and the 24. Hard charger already. 7 spots. Started 10th. He's up to 3rd. He's on the podium. I think he had the inside starting spot on Vinny or the outside starting spot on Vinny last time, and now I have to move to the inside. So that may change things a little bit. Rundle picks the high side once again. And Rundle's luck has been dismal all season. has picked things up just a little bit over the last couple of weeks between ERA and MARS, and started to show what the 43 usually runs like. Good start for Connor. Connor may get him cleared before we get through 1 and 2. Joey Connor is going to grab the lead on that restart. Rundle did not get a good start, and Connor now, he is just going to cover the entire track. That's what he likes to do. He likes to get out front and then make sure nobody can get to where they're behind him. Stephen Pierce into Reed Rundle. There's your next caution.
Caution is out.
And Pierce with the charge through the field, and he got right up to the left rear corner, the 43. And 24 came up a little, 43 came down a little. And Reed Rundle, that car extremely damaged. Austin DeMore heavily damaged as well. So Rundle will go in. They'll see what they can do with the 43. I think Austin DeMore is going to do the same and bring the 7 car in. But we'll shake things up. Rash of cautions right here at the midway point. 3 in a row. Connor, Pierce, Boyd, Vinny, and Wynn are the top 5. John Sheminsky, Dylan Delaney, Marvin Turnmeyer, Nathan Hale, and Colin Penn rounding out the top 10 right here. '24 car awfully strong right now. It's funny you say that, Bill. My wife says I have too many. I think I lost count at 1,100. Some have been worn and some have never been on anyone's head that I know of. Been collecting them since I was, I don't know, 11 or 12. Well, better late than never, Beards. All right, doubled up, ready for the restart. 13 laps remaining.
Green, green, green.
You're going to have to get better restarts than that if you're going to get Joey Connor, because he isn't going to get caught sleeping. Stephen Pierce off of 2, had a little bit of run, checked the car up because he did want to get in the left rear of the 91 car, but Pierce is the one that is on the charge right now. And if he goes up here and puts pressure, we're going to have some problems back here. Ooh, a lot of smoke, but nobody reckoned.
All right, man, caution is out.
And
Caution
now
is out.
we get that caution. Caution number 4. I saw all this action and then that right there. And Reed Rundle once again in on the action. So yellow fever broke out at the halfway point, and we are still suffering from it. Connor, Pierce, Boyd, Vinny win the top 5. Sheminsky, Turnmeyer, Delaney, Penn, and Humphrey your top 10. Boys are going to have to hustle and get through these last few laps. We're going to be late to the next show. So we caught a caution with 18 to go. We've had 3 more in the next 6 official laps. It's been about the restarts. The initial start and then the subsequent restarts. And Reed Rundle led for a while after he took the lead on the outside after the initial start. gave it up on a restart too. Joey Connor then promptly got turned around in turns 1 and 2. And since then, no one has been able to get a better restart. Although the 24 has been very close once we get through turns 1 and 2, and we'll see how that shapes up. When we get the restart, which won't be this lap, but the following. So we'll get them all doubled up. We'll get ready to go back to green. 11 laps. Pace cars out of the way, hitting the restart zone. Green flag with a little contact on that start. Connor will grab the lead. Vinny now is going to work the high side on Pierce. He's going to get pushed very wide going into 3. No contact. Pierce is going middle and then kind of staying there. Vinny's not all done with him yet. Going to come back to him. Going to run wide here again. That time Pierce got a little wiggly getting out of 4. That's going to give Vinny a little more time. Big blink out of the 91 of Connor there, but he is still holding on to the lead. Now Adam Vinny surges ahead, getting into 3 and 4. He is just working the outside. Outside seems to be where you can make your passes. You can't root these guys up off the bottom and get around them. Garrett Boyd right behind this. He's looking for whoever's going to have the opening. Try to put the 21 on the podium. Laps ticking off quickly, but Adam Vinny now almost has a full car length on the 24. Vinny clears before turn 1, but doesn't come to the bottom. He should get a complete clear here out of 2, and he does. Now Stephen Pierce going to try to go back at him, but he's going to also have to defend against the 21 of Boyd. Boyd going to run in, but not as good a run out, and caution again. Carby in the 29 car appears to be in this one. He was already missing the front clip on that 29. Oh yeah, there's a little contact. Hale gets checked up, turned across in front of him. That is just bad situation. Nothing anybody could do with that. DeMoore got into that. That was a short track wreck. That's all I can say. So at the wave lap, Connor, Vinny, Pierce, Boyd win. Sheminsky, Delaney, Hale, Humphrey, Turnmeyer. Caution number 5. Be a quick turnaround for us tonight, folks. As soon as these guys finish, we'll get our interviews done. We'll probably be about ready to flick over and go straight to the Big Block Modified Series for DSRL. 4 laps are all that's going to be left. We should get the one to go the next time by. DeMoore, Griffin, and Hale look like they're all... DeMoore and Hale for sure. Griffin is out here. Griffin is 2 laps down. He'll make up a couple of spots before the end of this one. All right. Connor and Vinny are side by side. Connor has won almost every race this season. Adam Vinny won 2 weeks ago at Slinger. Lights off on the pace car. We're going green this time.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag, and Adam Vinny gave up 3/4 of a car length right there. Not sure why. He didn't look like he was ready for the restart for some reason. Now out of 2, and here comes Garrett Boyd. Boyd's got the high side for second. 3 to go this time by. Battle is second, third, and fourth. It's going to be 2 to go, and Connor has it out front. Pierce thought he was going to get in the back of the 64. He drifted up and almost got to 21. Now gets into Vinny, gives him a little push. Didn't help Adam at all. White flag this time by Connor, still out front by 3/4 of a second. Boyd and Vinny side by side. Vinny gets a better exit off of 2. Who's going to get the better exit out of 3 and 4? That's what the answer should be. Connor wins it. Vinny hangs on for second. Boyd is third. Pierce with a good run through the field fourth. And Casey Wynn rounds out that top 5. Start looking for our drivers. We may have to wait a moment here. And Garrett Boyd's going to make it into chat. So let's get things started. Garrett Boyd, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was pretty hard fought, but a podium finish, you can't be too disappointed with that here at this little bull ring.
No, I figured we were going to do a lot worse and be a lot more off the pace than we were, but showed up in practice with some speed, so turned out to a pretty good night.
Looked like a lot of touching, feeling, bumping, grinding going on out there. It's just the nature of this track.
Yeah, it's a small little bull ring, so you got to have contact. That's going to happen, so can't get your panties in a wad over it.
There at the very end, you are on the outside of the 64. I thought I saw a little slip in turns 3 and 4.
It's so hard to get any. I mean, not hard, but not easy either to get a run on the outside. So I tried my best.
Well, good night of racing. I know you got to get ready to head over and get in the big block over at Port Royal. So give me some shout outs before we let you go.
I just got to thank Reed for putting this deal on. Beard Conson, Scrub It Up Car Wash, and I think there's some more that I forgot, but I tried. And then you for putting it on, and then my girlfriend for supporting me.
All right, man. Hopefully we get a chance to see you perform this well in the big blocks here in just a little bit. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yep. Thank you.
And Garrett Boyd. Now let's move on to our second place finisher. He won a couple of weeks ago. Tonight, another podium. And he had to fight really hard to get to that. Adam Vinny, are you sweating?
I sure am.
Well, I would hope so. After fighting Boyd off there at the very end and all the fighting you did just to get to second, it looked like it was a pretty eventful night for you out there.
Yeah, it was a heck of a race. As slippery the track was and bumpy, makes for a bad combination. And yeah, the high side was real good. But yeah, just tough to pass, and luckily I held on for second. It was fun.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was kind of fighting for real estate, but you found some stuff on the top side. Was that just something you noticed in the heat races, or did you find it late in this feature?
I was monkeying around with it during practice just to see what's happening up there, trying to stay away from the bumps because the bumps are on the low side. And then the heat race, I was just fast on the high side. I was like, all right, well, we're going to do that in the feature. And everybody took my line. So They owe me.
Well, a great run tonight, man. I know you're getting ready to head over to Port Royal for the big block race there. We just let Boyd head out. So give me some shout-outs, and we'll let you do the same.
Yeah, thank you, Roger, Dirt Racing Network. Thank you to Beard Wisconsin, Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms. Thank you to Next Level Litigation Support. To Mars, to Camus, to Puma, it's Wisconsin, BYB Extreme Fighting Series, the Wisconsinite Podcast, just everybody on the car as always, and all the continued support, and hopefully we'll get them in a couple weeks.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and I look forward to seeing you over at the big block race.
Thanks, sir.
Adam Vinny finishing in second, and now he got the lead late. We weren't sure he was going to get it, but he got it. And once he did, well, it was everybody else just trying to fight for second back there. Joey Connor, another win here in the series.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you, I'm very thankful for each one you can get. And I'll tell you, I thought I was just going to be P2 right there. Reed, he was tough. I hate to see him have bad luck. And Vinny, he was really fast, too. It's just a lot of fun racing with guys like that. I mean, they're top-notch race car drivers, and you know you can race side by side with them and not have any issues. And that really means a whole lot.
Yeah, it looked like the real estate was everywhere tonight. You were kind of middle to the bottom. Some of these guys were finding some stuff on the top side. You just not willing to go way out there and take a chance of catching the marbles?
Yeah, well, the top side was pretty good. I think you could carry a little bit more momentum, and you had a little bit better drive off on the top side. I would say late in the race, mine seemed to drive a little bit better off the bottom, so I kind of leaned that way.
Well, another victory and an awesome run, man. Give me some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you head out tonight.
Oh, man, I got to thank you. Thank the good Lord above, first and foremost, giving me the ability to do it, and got to thank Scrubber Dub, Wabam, Beards Conson, Reed Rundle, all the guys that helped put on the league. The guys in the league, bunch of great drivers, bunch of fun racing with them. I got to thank the guys that support me, Pereira Race Parts and Chris and Alan Pereira.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on another great win, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, man.
Joey Connor picking up the win. We'll take a quick look at our results. Connor, Vinny, and Boyd, 1, 2, 3. Pierce with a great drive through the field. He picks up 6 spots. Hard charger for the night. He comes home fourth. Casey Wynn started towards the front, ends up in the 5th spot. He led for just a short period of time there. Delaney 6th. Turnmeyer was 7th. John Chiminski in 8th. Andrew Humphrey in 9th. Penn was 10th. 11th Rundle. John Brunner in 12th. Westendorf 13th. Chris Griffin in 14th. Out Nathan Hale 15th. Justin Carby in 16th. Austin DeMore 17th. And Andrew Chiminski rounded things out for us this evening. Another good night of racing for the Mars guys. Always, always, always fun with them. We are going to take a very, very limited break here and come back in just a few minutes with Dirt Slingers Racing League Camus Racing Simulator, Big Block Modified Series from Port Royal, round number 12 for those guys. So I'm going to shut things down for just a minute, maybe take a bathroom break, and by the time you guys go get something cold to drink, we'll be back with another show. Appreciate you guys being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving you great racing like you saw here tonight, there's nothing for us to cover, so everybody gets a big thank you. If you can't stick around until we see you the next time,